Howdy, everybody in YouTube land. We have yet another Macintosh in front of us today. So, this is part of the VCF Southeast haul, and this one is a Macintosh 2CX. Now, this particular machine, I have zero use for this machine. But because of the price of what it was and the fact that it's recapped, I couldn't refuse it. I just figured, you know what, I might as well grab it. But because at least if I don't use it, which I likely won't, I can pass it on to someone else. I can resell it on down the line, which is the ultimate goal for this machine. I definitely want to pass this one along. Anyways, so the case looks to be in condition. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's also extremely dirty in here. So, I don't think there's a hard drive installed in this machine. And it's pretty no frills machine because I'm pretty sure this is very similar to that of the SE30. Could be wrong. It's got a video card in it. Lots of dust bunnies. No onboard video, but that's okay. Floppy port. All of that. So power supply still installed. And yes, let's see, what's the bottom look like? Nothing crazy. Alright, so let's pull the lid off and see what we have inside, shall we? Okay, no hard drive, for sure. That's to be expected, honestly. We have the IIcx connectors. There's two of them. Why would there be two of them? Missing the screw for the retaining setup here. Looks like an Apple branded video card, no frills. I don't know if this does true color, full color, 16-bit, or if this is just 256 color only. The RAM DAC will definitely give that out for me. But let's see. Now, it looks like it has been recapped, but it's very shoddily done. That's just tacked in there. The corrosion's not really cleaned up at all. The board hasn't been washed. As far as I can tell, there's still debris on the board. You can see it. But there's some tantalums back there. There's a radial cap shoved in there like an axial. Now, I don't have a problem with that because it's getting harder and harder to find proper axials. But yeah, this I have a problem with because they use tantalums up here, but not there. And then this is, yeah. Anyway, so, but it has a full complement of RAM. I don't know how much is in there, but what I do want to do is I want to get the power supply and stuff out of here so I can figure out what this thing has in it. This power supply has been apart because it's got a screw missing. That's great. I always like power supplies with screws missing. And I can't get this out. I need both hands. So I got to put the camera down. Alright. After fighting with this thing, which was an absolute pain, I got it removed. It looks like we're missing the power button. So we have that. The cage itself looks like it's been pried on multiple times. No surprise there. Floppy drive is fairly dirty. Oh God. Fairly would be quite the understatement because that is bad. Nobody's touched that floppy drive. It's got an extra layer of felt. Holy crap. So let's pull you. Recapped. Works fine. Sure. Oh God. Look at this. That is bodgy wadgy. No signs of battery explosion, so that's a plus. But that's gross. Oh man, so, well, I suppose you gotta do what you gotta do, but that's, yeah, I mean, that's crafty. I'll give them points for being crafty. Because they just took this magnet wire and just kind of like tacked it in here. Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to be jumped like that. I suppose maybe, but I don't think so. Because I see a V, it dead ends at 2 V's. No. It is. It's right. I'm wrong. I've not worked on a 2CX before, ever in my life. I've never owned one. So this is a learning experience for me. And people that are watching this video that know these machines, please comment, because I don't. So that would be great. But it looks like they're using a mixture of 47s, the electrolytics, but also, yeah. Anyways, let's pull you out since you already want to come out. This is definitely Apple. This is a Brooktree 453 KP. So this might be, it's 256 color only. I don't know. But we about to find out. And there's the original axial caps in there, and that was out of its socket. So that must have been over the years. So this is definitely an original Apple card. Proprietary chip. That's a funky chip design. Nothing out of the ordinary there, so that's good, but this motherboard is something else. Oh, I almost want to take this board out and further inspect it, because yeah, this is something else. Clean. You know, if you're gonna, God, bugs. If you're gonna take a machine apart and recap it, right? You're gonna recap a machine. Please clean the machine that you're taking apart to recap. That would be absolutely wonderful. Now this, it doesn't give me an option to remove, which I don't know if I can remove that. I have to get the board out. Because the board has to slide forward, so that has to come out. Alright, let me fight with that for a minute. Now that I have the board out, I can take a closer look at everything. And this really is an SE30 without the video circuit and with a new bus chip slapped on the top of it. Same two vias, same ADB chip. Got the same 74F258s here. Got the same glue, swim, SCSI, SCC, sound, the surface mount Sony's instead of through holes. But and then we have buffers for the new bus. So we have the new bus, we have that. Everything is, it's basically an SE30 with, you know, extra crap thrown on top of it. But okay, so the RAM itself looks like it's just a hodgepodge of whatever someone could concoct to throw in there. But more importantly, I wanted to get a closer look at this. So that is kind of impressive. They did a patch wire here. I'm not sure who worked on this. It was already done. We did a patch wire here through this via. We did this. It's got this magnet wire. And yeah, that is supposed to come through and connect through. So this is done right. I wouldn't have done it this way, but, you know, I guess they just wanted to make sure it didn't short out. But I have to be a critic, because everyone's a critic. If you're going to go through all the trouble and do this, right, then why would you leave this here without cleaning up the corrosion? If you're going to go the extra mile over here, why be lazy over here? I don't understand. I don't get it. But who am I to judge? It's not my work. Oh, you can see the wave soldering fingers from the flux residue that was on this board, left over by the Kester 951 or 959. Anyways, other than that, this board looks to be in fairly good condition. So we'll set you out of the way. That leaves the case. So this case is absolutely nastificated. So, you know, we can't leave that in there. So we're going to have to clean this up, wash it down, clean it up, and let it dry out, because this is nasty. Ooh, product design team. That's cool. And then I want to get into this power supply and take a look and see what we got going on in there. Oh god, yeah, that's nasty. I don't know what the caps look like in this PSU or anything yet. Oh, they look original. That one is. So it kind of scares me a little bit. Alright. Okay, we're going to have to clean this guy out. Because it's disgusting. So, scrub it up dub time. Now, about this drive. Whew. That thing is perfectly clean. No problems here at all. 100% functional. Just stick a disc in and it'll work fine. Yeah. Yeah. No. I got the case drying off. I washed it out because it was kind of dirty. But that's... yeah. I almost want to wash this thing out. It's so dirty. Now, I did the best I could, but it's still disgusting. So I have to take this thing all the way apart anyways. But now, I get why this is the case. Because the only way for the fan to vent out of the system, it's coming out of the rear, right? The only opening in the front besides the speaker area is the floppy drive hole. It's the path of least resistance. So guess where all the dust is going to get accumulated. Yeah, that's what happens to these. So yeah, I got to tear this all the way apart and clean it up, and it's going to be fun. Because I don't know if this drive is even going to work after that. But I've been surprised before. So we shall see. Alright, so that is looking much better. It's not perfect, but everything's all greased up and it's not frozen solid like it was before because it didn't want to collapse down. So we're good there now. I'm hoping the head survived. I had to get all that out of there. I still got to add some grease to this shaft there. I had to clean out the track 0 sensor there. Also, of course, the eject gear crumbled into 1,000 pieces, so I got to replace that. And I think we're going to be good with the floppy drive at least. Then once I get the floppy drive out of there, now we got to look at the power supply, which, yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reefas on that damn thing. And it uses the SXE series caps, which are known to leak. The SME is the worst. SXE is right next to it. So, yeah, that's fun. And that power supply was extremely fun to get apart, too. Alright, so this thing needs some full-blown refactomies here. We've got a .22 X-rated. I don't know what's in that one. We got two 4700 Ys can go away, and there's one over here, too. Now, this has that stupid glue that's turned into garbage. It's a different kind of glue, but it got hot from that resistor, and well, you know. So, looking for more reefas. I don't see any more, but yeah, well, reefas have to go first. So, might as well yank those out, because they're all junk anyways. Alright, well, the new capacitors are installed. I went ahead and changed all these reefas. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all the same values with the exception of this one. This one's a .22. I've only got a .1 on hand. And this is a 3300, and all I have are 4700s on hand. But these are accurate, and this one over here is accurate. So, we're good with that. Also, I changed all the capacitors over here because, well, these are kind of a known leaker, but none of these are actually showing any signs of leakage, which is surprising to me, honestly. It's not showing signs, but just out of abundance of precaution, I went ahead and changed it. I also changed these two over here, all the little ones here. Now, I don't have any 47s at 100 on hand, but I did have some 47s at 250 from the Zenith TV project, so I went ahead and changed that. It's a little bigger than normal, but it'll work in this case, so there we go. Typical power supply design of the era. We got a standby transformer over here. We have the drive transformer. There's the two MOSFETs that run the drive transformer. The drive transformer is coupled up into here, which drives the main power transformer, so we're okay. And this, I believe, is the PFC boost converter circuit here. So we're good. Alrighty then. So we'll go ahead and get this sucker put back together, and hopefully it works. But not before I clean that fan, because that fan is disgusting, just like the floppy drive was. Alright, so it's all cleaned up. At this point, it's just a matter of putting the boards and stuff back in. There, it's a little bit damp. There might be a droplet or two of water here, but that's not a big deal. It'll dry out. Besides, the top cover is still being dried up right now anyway, so we got to figure out how this thing goes in here, because I've never really worked on one of these before, so this is all new to me. I don't even know if this board even works, but we're going to find out. Trying to think of how this actually works. I think this is bent up. I'm going to bend you out of the way because I don't really care. Alright, so you have to go. There we go. There. It's in there now. So much for toolless case. So you goes in here somehow. I've fiddled with this thing trying to get it out. Yeah. There we go. There, it's in there. Kinda. I think it's in here. No, it's not. Now it is. Yes, we're good. Okay, so that leaves the hard drive cage. So you got that in there. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Man, it's been so long since I've tinkered with these. There we go. It's in there now. Floppy drive header pin thing. Okay. So you're in there now, out of the way. Celeste. So we have you, which gets plugged in there, which is weird. Why do I have... I don't understand why that's a thing. That doesn't seem right. Why would... What else would you plug that into? Unless this thing had an accelerator in it at one time. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, let's get to the important bits. There we go. Okay, so now it's a matter of, where's my power cable? Oh, no, hang on. Video card. Let's get it go in there next. Video card is in there. Video card's in there. That leaves the power cable. It's either going to work or it's going to blow up. Now or never, baby. No, nothing. Okay. Power. Hey. Turned on, but there's no chime. Why isn't there a chime? I got a power LED. Oh, wait. Not going to chime very well without that in there. Just got to figure out how this goes in here. Oh, that's how. doesn't seem right, does it? I guess it is. Well, it stops the board from flying forward at least. But it doesn't seem right. Oh well. Okay, so power button again. Hey! We got a chime mime. Alright, so now that works. Well, almost. Well, let's see. You won't know until... No. That did not sound good. It's reading. That stepper motor's shot, though. But hey, it's booting from the disk. I guess at this point, once again, we're going to have to find a hard drive to put in here. I don't know what that's going to be just yet, but... Okay, so let's power you down again. Since the button's missing, I gotta use this thing. There we go. Alright. Let's get this thing all set up with a hard drive and see where we go. But it's booting from the floppy. It didn't sound good the first time around, but yeah, the stepper motor's done, so it's gonna have to be worked a bit. Alright, so I grabbed this monitor from VCF East. I still have yet to test it, but it is not working. You hear it chirping trying to start, but it won't start. More things I have to fix. I love these little NECs too. They're good monitors. But not this one. So we're going to have to go grab a different monitor because that one is not working. There we go. That's better. That monitor works. So the NEC is bad. Oh well, is what it is. And whoa, the hard drive spun down. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, and I got these from Steve at Mac84 too. These drives actually might be bad. He bought a bunch of these and he had quite a few of them go bad, and now I've never used this one before and I just kind of threw that in there and it's apparently bad, possibly, but I don't know. We'll figure it out somehow. Where's my brightness controls? I don't remember. Oh, there they are. No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Huh. There's my wobbly controls. At least it works somewhat. Okay, let's see what this thing does. I'm just gonna throw a disc in there. Throw you in there. And see what we get there. Bubble, bubble, bubble tube. Black and white. Let hit this thing boot up and then see if I get the hard drive activity. We'll have to see how that works. Okay, Lido. See if it even picks up this drive. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, well, we'll have to sort this one out. Alright, I'm getting ready to install System 7.5 from the floppy emulator. So, The Western Digital drive, I had two of them that Steve gave me. One of them was definitely dead. It was going ka-clunk, 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 and then that was it. The other one seemed to work, but it kept giving me the arbitration error, so I took it over to my bridge machine. I was able to format it and use it no problem. And the other drive was indeed dead. But I guess that drive is too new to work in this machine. I don't know. So I just borrowed a drive out of my stash. I forget which machine this goes to, but I just borrowed it, and that'll allow me to test everything and make sure everything's good. But I'm going to need to get some blue scuzzies and get that figured out. But the machine seems to be working fine. We're not running into any problems, at least. So we have the hard disk drive. We're going to do an install of System 753, which is going to be a disk swapper's elbow because there's like 1,000 images on that thing. So anyways, yeah, so we've got a machine that is working fine now. Floppy drive's working, the power supply is working, the video card's working. I got color now. So we'll just keep at it and make sure everything's good. But I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I love this optimizing system for speed. Well, it's certainly taken a long-ass time doing so. Well, everything seems to be working. I'm just watching the computer play itself with a game of Monopoly. Properties are already built out, and then everything's going good over here. CD-ROM drive's hooked up. I had to use that to get some software and stuff on it, but yeah. This game is getting interesting, although I don't know, we'll see. Income tax. Story of my life. Collect your salary, pay the tax. That's literally like, yeah, ooh, mortgaged. Interesting. Ooh. Looks like the only property built out is that one. Anyways, I know how Dennis Nedry felt. This shit takes forever. There's only a finite amount of memory. And it seems like this machine seems to be working fine. I used to play this back in middle school. It's like, I don't know what it is. It reminds me of Snood. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of terrible at this game. It's been so long since I've played it. Like, the key layout is weird. But anyway, so alright, this machine seems to be working fine. I'm not having any problems. Sorry for the flicker. It's just the scan rate of this monitor is kind of like not very good. I don't know if I can actually change the resolution of the display on this one. No, I can't do that, but anyway, so alright, I think we're good. Oh yeah, I got a development folder here because things are about to get fun in my future because I got some ideas about writing some little programs, which I'll get in there in a minute. But what in the world? Someone's trying to call me on Discord. Anyways. Alright, so there we go. I got the machine all put back together. I'm missing the hard drive caddy, but I think I'm just going to put like a blue SCSI or something in there anyways, which requires a custom bracket anyways. But aside from that, we're all together. It's fully functional. And I can put this guy away and move on to the next project. And there's all the crap that came out. But I've been running this for a while. The power supply is stable. Everything seems to be working fine. So, alright, I think we're going to wrap it up right here. So, if you enjoy this video and you like this content, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And until next time, guys, thank you for watching.